Welcome to PTCB 4.4 Returns Mastery, which covers procedures for identifying and returning dispensable, non-dispensable, and expired medications and supplies. Returns fall into three categories: dispensable, non-dispensable, and expired. Each category determines the documentation and final destination, such as return to stock or reverse distribution. Credit returns involve shipping dispensable products back to the wholesaler for a refund, requiring the original NDC, lot number, expiry date, and purchase invoice. Return to stock places undispersed dispensable items back on the shelf, needing pharmacist verification and a system reversal. The reverse distribution process for expired, recalled, or non-dispensable medications involves the technician quarantining and documenting the waste. The reverse distributor handles the transfer, generates a destruction manifest, and issues credit if eligible. In this sample question, an unopened bottle of metformin was left at 28 degrees Celsius, exceeding controlled room temperature. This is a non-dispensable item requiring reverse distribution due to the temperature excursion. Stepwise identification involves verifying the NDC, reading the expiry and inspecting the packaging, confirming the recall status, and escalating any mismatches to the pharmacist. Always inspect the physical product. When dealing with two lots of the same NDC, the lot with the earliest expiration must be returned first for credit. Separate documentation is mandatory for each lot. Wholesalers only credit unexpired products. In this scenario, Bottle A, which is expired, is ineligible for credit and requires a destruction manifest, while Bottle B is unexpired and eligible for a standard return. Class 1 recalls present a high hazard and require immediate quarantine and patient notification. Technicians are responsible for tagging inventory, including the recall number, and noting the FDA post date for all recall classes. In a Class 1 recall scenario where the recall is issued Friday evening, the immediate next action on Monday morning is to prioritize the quarantine of all affected products. Then, file an event report and inform the pharmacist in charge. For a wholesaler credit return, the technician must locate the original invoice, print the history, circle the line item, and attach it to the return form. A missing or invalid invoice results in 0 credit. For refrigerated returns, if the 30-day temperature log shows no excursion, the item is dispensable. If there's a temperature spike above 8 degrees Celsius or a lack of proof, it becomes non-dispensable waste. Purchase age is the primary factor for credit eligibility. A product bought 120 days ago, even if sealed and in date, is outside the typical 90-day window, making it only eligible for reverse distributor destruction. For an insulin vial with a recorded temperature excursion above 8 degrees Celsius, the product is non-dispensable. It must go to the reverse distributor with no credit, and the excursion must be documented in the QA log. Compromised packaging, like a torn carton or a dented inhaler seal, converts the item to non-dispensable. In exam photo questions, if any tamper-evident feature is compromised, always choose Send to Reverse Distribution. The return to stock procedure involves pharmacist verification of the original script cancellation, system reversal, visual inspection, relabeling if needed, relotting, and documentation. Skipping pharmacist verification is a critical error. Most states cap return to stock at 30 days from the original fill date. If a patient pickup delay is greater than 30 days, the product is routed to the reverse distributor for destruction. A latanoprost prescription filled 35 days ago cannot be returned to stock due to the 30-day cap. It must be classified as expired holding and sent to the reverse distributor for proper disposal. Credit is unavailable due to the invoice age limit. The general rule for controlled substances is no return to stock. Exceptions exist for CVOTC cough syrup. If a controlled substance script is voided, it goes to reverse distribution. A technician trying to return to stock alprazolam picked up by the patient is forbidden. Once a patient possesses a controlled substance, it becomes non-dispensable waste and must go to the reverse distributor only. This video is part of a comprehensive exam preparation module for the PTCB, providing strategy and knowledge to help you achieve mastery. Thank you for watching this section on PTCB 4.4 Returns Mastery. This video has covered the essential procedures for handling returns of dispensable, non-dispensable, and expired medications. Remember the key distinctions between credit returns, return to stock, and reverse distribution processes. We emphasize the importance of correct categorization and documentation for each type of return. Key exam traps discussed included the earliest expiry rule, temperature monitoring logs, and the purchase age limit for credit. Always prioritize patient safety and follow the strict protocols for medication recalls, especially Class 1. The return to stock process requires mandatory pharmacist verification and adherence to the 30-day cap. For controlled substances, recall that they cannot be returned to stock, especially after patient possession, and require reverse distribution. Reviewing these concepts will ensure you are well prepared for the PTCB exam's return scenarios.